Good morning. Happy Mother's Day. How are you? I hope you are doing well. Just going to give you a quick look around. Oh me, what a beautiful morning so far. So the Nanking cherries, they're not looking great, but they're not looking bad. The bottoms are a little bit brown. I noticed that on both of them over there. But the leaves are looking okay. But I'm kind of worried about this soil here has really got a lot of clay in it. And I also think that they need well draining soil. I just don't think they're going to do good here, but we're going to keep going until they start looking, worse than what they look. And I know I need to get out here and do some weed eating. This is the overflow, of course. The watermelons, as you can tell, they're not doing real great. Neither the corn has come up pretty good. You can see that it's doing its thing, and I've got some over there too, a little bit. It's come up a little. But I think the biggest problem is that just like right now, it's like a cool, I don't know, 55, maybe 60 degrees. And in the evenings at night, it's been around 50. I mean, it's been really nice weather, don't get me wrong. But in order for things to grow, you need a lot of sunshine. And we ain't had a lot of sunshine. And we've had some cool weather. We need some heat. That's what I'm trying to tell you. We need some heat. Also, got some Shiro plum trees. We got them planted them up. We planted those up, so we're going to try those. Hopefully they'll work out real good. I'm not a huge, I shouldn't say that. I am a huge plum fan. I like plums. I've just never had much luck with growing plums, or peaches for that matter. So we planted these up. Hopefully they'll do good here. Let the roots grab where they want to grab. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. And of course, the North Star cherry tree, we planted it, last weekend. It's still looking good. Still looking good. It's got a little bit of dieback on it, a little bit of shock. But it's looking okay. I think we're going to be all right. And of course, the little tree this year is going to have a few apples. Not many. I think Kim counted. There was like 9 on here, maybe. But that's 9 more than what we had last year. Now this thing, if they'll stay, because you can look, I'll show you. It's dropping them pretty regular, on the regular, but come on now, autofocus, there we go. As you can tell, we've still got plenty, more than I can count, a lot more than I can count. I can't count that high. And they're also up there pretty tall, way over my head. It's one of those trees where I'll just have to shake it off, like Taylor says, just shake it off. But yeah, that tree I'm proud of. Actually, I'm proud of both of them. I mean, heck far, we never get apples. This is the first year since we've planted them that we're, getting anything. And that's pretty good. Pretty good. The crepe myrtle's looking good. As far as greenery goes, I'm ready to start seeing some blooms now. Come on with it. Come on with it. Bring me some blooms. We'll step over here in the garden. There ain't much to see because, like I said, the weather has been it just ain't been hot enough. The raspberries, Canyon's raspberries, are taking off and doing really good. Actually, they're dropping over here on the other side of the fence too and trying to take off. So this plant here has gone wild. But yeah, it's doing real good. And these are just tillage radishes growing in there because I was going to do some weed eating, and I was told nay, nay nay. And as you can tell right over there, that's some asparagus. We had to dig up our asparagus over where I planted my grapes. We've got a little bit of asparagus planted in all kinds of different little places now. So I don't know. Just didn't want to kill anything. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but that sounds great. Thank you, big truck, for driving by, ruining this quality production. Oh. Now, the garden looks good. I'm not going to say that it doesn't look good, because it absolutely does. But it needs, don't need no rain, but it does need heat. It does need heat. And I think we might get some today. I don't know. It's pretty cloudy, but out here on this black plastic, you can sure feel it. There was, yeah, right here, I think. These are a peppermint pepper. That's not the right name for it. Candy cane pepper. That's what it was. And we didn't know it, but the leaves actually have stripes on them. Ain't that cool? Yeah, the leaves actually have stripes on them. Now, I think the peppers are supposed to be like red with white stripes, but we had no idea. We thought there's something wrong with this plant, man. There is something wrong with that. But that is a candy cane pepper. Pretty cool. There's your, that's what your deal is, Pickle, right there. That is what your deal is, Pickle. Now, one reason that you may be having same problem as us on the tomatoes, not getting many blooms. Well, a lot of that reason is what we were just talking about. Tomatoes will only set blooms and fruit, you know, up around Lord, the master gardener told me, and I can't remember now. She told me, and I cannot remember now, but I want to say it's somewhere around, you know, it needs to stay above 70, and don't get above, too much above 90, if I remember right. Somewhere in there. Look at that. Now, I'm taking a big chance here by putting my hand on it. Just giving you an idea of the size of it. It's not big, not small. That's my favorite. That's the Cherokee Purple. Cherokee Purples are usually late summer producers, and it is late spring. I don't consider until my dad's birthday, May 21st, I don't consider that, until we get there, I don't consider that summer. And I think that's actually the first day of summer or something, somewhere in there, you know what I mean? But May 21st, to me, is when summer starts. That's when you can go swimming without catching the crud. Y'all know what the crud is, right? When you get in the water too early. This one here's got a little bit of a problem. Not real sure what it is yet. It's trying to set some blooms, but it's got a little bit of a problem. And it is a, yep, that's a Cherokee. That's a Cherokee. We don't have good luck with those, so hopefully it'll pull out of there. I'm hoping. And those over there, of course, are all just tomatoes too. I don't really want to walk over there and underneath all that, because they're the same thing. If there was something to show you over there, it'd be different, but there's nothing on the plants. They're just green plants, you know what I mean? And of course, these are her radishes, and there's some wildflowers in there to kind of make a barrier, a weed barrier, to keep stuff from growing in there. That turned out a lot better than what I thought it was going to. That just didn't sound like a great idea to me. And of course, these are the raspberries that have jumped the fence and coming in here. And then look at here. He doesn't know it, but got blueberries. Not many, but we do got some. And I'm telling you, you hear You hear people say, and I'm one of them, don't get me wrong, I'm one of them. I don't care for blueberries. I just don't care for blueberries. Well, listen, they're a lot like carrots in this way. I don't care for carrots bought at the store. I really don't. If you grow a homemade carrot though, they're so much sweeter, tastes so much better. And blueberries, unfortunately, or fortunately, however you want to look at it, they're the same way. Blueberries grow out here on a plant, your plant most especially. They taste totally different than the blueberries in the store. They really do. I know y'all have heard all this stuff before about how stuff tastes better. Don't believe me, but you're missing out, I'll tell you. Blueberries, I'm one of those people. I don't like store-bought blueberries really that well. I just don't. They just don't taste great to me. But now homemade ones, homemade blueberries. Let's try that again. Blueberries that you've grown or somebody else has grown, whoever grows them, you know, if they're grown blueberries, not store-bought blueberries, from someone's garden, tastes so much better. So much better. Not to mention they're supposed to be really good for you. Oh, where else are we? Look at him drinking that old. Hi, that is nasty. You get that from your mom. Shoot. It's nasty. Drinking that old duck water. I was hoping to get this thing while it was still in all kind of bloom, but it's about to go, you know, it's dying back now. It's done its thing, but man, when these things were all popped out purple, they were beautiful. They were beautiful, and I told y'all what was fixing to happen right here. I told you. Look at that. Ooh-wee. That thing has took off. Now this is a yellow one. It did its thing. It'll probably bloom again, but this red one has taken off. I mean, taken off. Now, I think it was the last video, somewhere in there, when we were at Mammoth Springs, showed y'all the mulberry trees, right? Okay. Well, the master gardener says she's always wanted a mulberry tree, and I have been one of those people who have been kind of resistant to the mulberry tree. Not necessarily for any special reason, besides I read once that the mulberry tree usually takes like anywhere from 6 years to produce fruit. So I kind of stayed away from that. Oh, hang on, I hear Ollie. Where are you going? Hey, you better, hey, what are you doing? Hey, where you going? He gone. He gone. Where was I? Yeah, the mulberry tree takes like 6 years to produce fruit, so I'm not a patient man, really not. So no, I did not. This is my muscadine, and as you can see, it's not doing much. It's green, but it's not doing much. But I also pruned it really heavy, so I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how that goes. We'll have to wait and see how that goes. But looky here, since we moved the grape over here, we've got things going on. Know what I mean? We have got things going on right here. I'm hoping this stays like this, because this thing is loaded. Loaded. Getting back to what I was saying, I know, shiny things and squirrels. Mulberry takes too long to produce fruit. I'm not a patient guy, so I was thinking, well, The other thing about mulberry trees is they, when they start dropping their fruit, they make a heck of a mess. A heck of a mess. But I got to thinking about it, really, because the master gardener really, really wanted one. And I got to thinking about it, and you know what? Unless you're planting it by a sidewalk, what kind of mess is it making? You know? I'm not going to be walking under it all the time. And kind of the way I look at it, what I really like is my cherries. I'm hoping they do well. So I know the birds are going to get at least 70% of my cherries. But if I can plant some other things that birds like, maybe I'll get more cherries. So I thought, I'm going to find us a mulberry tree. Because it produces, birds love mulberries. So they can eat those. Maybe they'll stay, maybe I'll get a little bit more of my cherries. I know they're still going to get some of them, but at least I'll get a little bit more of my cherries. So we'll have to wait and see. But I'm going to show you what I've done with a mulberry tree to see if I can get it to work. Basically, what I done is I went and found some wild mulberries out in the woods that had berries on them. Yeah. And I cut me a little limb off of it. Yeah. And then I cut them into little, probably 8-inch sticks. Tried to leave a leaf on them. And we're going to try. You have to change the water every day, but we're going to try. We put them in a jar and see if they're going to start rooting. Didn't put any root hormone in there because they didn't necessarily say you had to do that. We're going to see if they start rooting. They said you could do this with water or soil. I don't trust the soil technique, so we're going to try the water. And if we can start getting some roots showing on them things, we're sticking them in the ground and we're going to have mulberries. Even if I have to go out here in the very far woods away from the house and plant some out there in the woods, that's what we're going to do just to keep the birds away from my other fruit. I don't know. Plus Kim wants to make some mulberry jam or jelly or something. I'm not sure. Another thing that we're doing this week too, that we had to do, it ain't that we're wanting to do. We've had to pin our hens in. Well, of course, I guess she decided to leave the rooster in there this morning with her. We got 2 roosters and they fight a lot. So one's outside, one's inside today. Usually we kick them both outside because we got something eating our chickens. We've lost, I don't know, 4 or 5 hens from something. I don't know. Neighbor said that she saw a fox a couple of times during the day. So, could be a fox. There's been several sightings of hawks, which is what I think it probably is a hawk. I don't know, but it's happening, around, it's happening during the day, like 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Can't figure out what it's doing. There's no feathers being left anywhere, to figure out kind of where it's coming from. Or it's not. I've looked around, I can't find any tracks on anything. I've got trap put out, not catching anything. I think it's a hawk. Don't get me wrong, turkeys are big chickens, so it's a big hawk. But I'm just not seeing it. There's been a hawk or 2 that I've seen flying around every once in a while. But it's not big enough to take a full-size chicken. It might be an eagle. I don't know. I'm just not seeing it. So we've got everything pinned up except the roosters because we really don't care if they get taken out. They're hanging right around the chicken pen, so I don't figure anything's going to bother them. But like, we had one vanish, I'm fairly certain right here where I'm standing in the middle of the yard. The last chicken we had. And no fox is going to run right up here in the middle of the yard in the middle of the day and get a chicken. Now, we've got some old dead snag trees like right here and right there. And this one right up here. to where, you know, a hawk could fly up there and just perch and you wouldn't even know it, and their chickens are out in here eating, and he'll just swoop down, grab it, and go. But like I said, it'd have to be a big old chicken hawk to get them big old chickens. But something's getting them. So, in about every 3 days. I'm assuming something's getting them, feeding their babies. I don't know, but we're keeping things shut up until it gets hungry enough to show itself, or move on. If it shows itself, well, it's not going to be great if it shows itself, because it owes me 4 chickens. It's just not going to be good. But I honestly don't know. We're hoping it'll just move on, go on down the road. So the lighting probably isn't all that great in here, but as you can see, here's our mulberry stands, and I'm not seeing any rooting yet. So this may not work. I don't know. They've only been in the water a couple days though. They've only been in the water a couple days, so we're going to give them a little bit longer. I think that's only fair. Give them a little bit longer, see if we can get some roots to start showing. Excuse me. Running my mouth makes me thirsty. Folks, I'm fixed to have to go up here and get Ollie. I've got to go get Ollie. I need to get back in here and start some lunch. The master gardener has gone to church. She needed Jesus this morning. She really did. So I'm going to start some lunch so she'll have something to eat when she gets home. We've got another project, and I can't remember what it was. I was thinking that we had to plant. Something, but I can't remember. Anyway, folks, enjoy Mother's Day. And I hope God will bless and keep you. I hope you have a wonderful week coming up. Don't forget to like the video, comment on the video, share the video. Get these videos out there so the algorithm can throw our videos up on other people's pages. It does a lot to help the channel. Folks, we'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.